There are two kinds of people in this world. People who think nature is peaceful, and people who know what methane is. Let's talk about the most unexpectedly gorgeous yet low-key dangerous thing freezing quietly in Alberta, Canada. No, not your ex's heart. I'm talking about Abraham Lake and its frozen methane bubbles. Yes, bubbles, as in gas, as in trapped farts, suspended, in ice. And before you roll your eyes, no, this isn't some artsy CGI wallpaper from a YouTube relaxation playlist. This is a real lake, a real gas, a real problem. That looks like frozen fairy tale pancakes, because apparently science doesn't know how to behave. Abraham Lake isn't some ancient, sacred, untouched by man natural wonder. Nope, it's man-made. Yep. Built in the 1970s for hydroelectricity, engineers dammed the North Saskatchewan River and unintentionally created a part-time tourist spot, part-time methane trap. Now here's where it gets weird. Beneath that Instagrammable layer of glassy ice, there's a science experiment brewing every single winter. Here's how it works. When plants and animals die under the water, which they do a lot, they sink to the bottom. And like every good drama, the bottom is where the real mess happens. Down there, bacteria get to work. But not the good, leafy greens and kombucha kind. These bacteria don't need oxygen. They thrive in the dark. And as they eat through all that dead organic matter, they release methane gas. Silent, invisible, unapologetic. Usually that methane just floats up and escapes into the air like your ambition after one all-nighter, but in Abraham Lake, winter hits hard and fast. The lake freezes over before the gas can break free. So what happens? The methane gets trapped in perfectly round white bubbles. Not one, not 10, but thousands, layered in stacks like nature was building a snow-themed lava lamp. Some are tiny like dimes, others as big as dinner plates. And they're all suspended beneath a sheet of ice so clear you'd think God himself wiped it down with Windex. It looks peaceful, calming even, until you realize it's methane. That same gas we try not to talk about after a questionable taco night, the same gas that's 25 times more effective at warming the planet than carbon dioxide. These aren't innocent little soap bubbles. They're flammable spheres of Earth's passive-aggressive warning signs, gift-wrapped in frozen elegance. Now get this. People light them on fire. No joke. There are videos of folks drilling tiny holes into the ice, holding a lighter to the opening and whoosh, fire. Because what else says Canada in the winter like turning a frozen lake into a quiet explosion tutorial? But hold on, why Abraham Lake? Why not any frozen lake in the world? Well, here's the perfect storm. Cold temperatures? Check. Plenty of dead plants and animals? Check. Hungry bacteria? Yep, they're basically the bottom feeders of the microbial world. A shallow, man-made reservoir that freezes fast but lets sunlight in? Oh.